So guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another Red Manx TV video. In today's video, I'll be doing a preview for the game on the weekend as Manchester United take on Brentford. If you do enjoy today's video, guys, make sure to smash it a like. Also, guys, make sure to subscribe down below with notifications on. And also, guys, let me know your thoughts going into the game in the comment section. But anyway, guys, let's get on to the preview. So guys, we all know how the first game went for Manchester United. Manchester United won, Brighton 2, and to be honest, it could not have got off to a worse start for Manchester United and Erik Ten Hag. And we know it was a big task for Ten Hag this season. We knew, no realistic Manchester United fan thought, this season was going to be anything special because we've still got the same players we had last season. It's just a different manager in my eyes, and we showed that again in the first game of the season because I didn't see anything different with that team and the performance from what we saw under Ole, because that's basically an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer squad at the moment, with the addition of Lisandro Martinez and Eriksen, of course, but last year who didn't start the game. So as I said, I don't reckon any top manager, Pep, Klopp, could come into this team and get these players playing well, because every time you play McFred in the middle and you play Maguire at the back, you have a less percentage of winning that game. I'll tell you that now. Every time you see them starting, no Manchester United fan has hope, because they're not good enough to play. And surely it doesn't take Erik Ten Hag a game to realise that. Surely he could have looked back last season and realised, oh, these two are terrible. There's no way I'm going to be starting these three in my squad going forward. I want to win games. I want to try and compete for things. There's no way. And then when I saw that lineup and I saw McFred was in the middle, Maguire was starting ahead of Varane, Ronaldo was on the bench, I was just so confused. It was so bizarre and it was so shocking. Because as I said, those were 9 players starting in our XI who produced our worst ever season last year. So things have to change. McFred from now on can't be in that side playing together. Okay, you're probably forced to play one of them just because you have not been backed by the Glazers. You've not got the players. You've not got that priority CDM which we needed. So, you're pretty much forced with one hand behind your back to play Fred or McTominay in there. But come on, play like a Fred, Eriksen and Bruno in the middle. Don't play a McFred in the middle, because that gives you a less chance of winning the game. And we cannot have Maguire in the squad as well. Varane has to come straight back into the squad alongside Martinez, because guess what? That gives you a better chance of winning the game as well. Because maybe if you play Varane, you can start playing how Ten Hag wants to play. You can start playing that high line. You have players you can track back. You have players who are comfortable at the back. So there's a lot of things that Erik Ten Hag quickly needs to get fixed for the next game against Brentford. I want to see this change quick, because we never saw it with, Ole. We never saw it with Rangnick. We would see his performances, and then the next week, the same players would be on the side. You need to have that toughness as a manager. You need to be bold, and you need to just, say to McFred, you're not good enough. Get on the bench. Maguire, you're not good enough. You didn't play as well as I wanted you to. Let's see how Varane can do it at the back instead of you. You need to have that toughness as a manager, especially as a club at Manchester United, if you want to start winning things. And, it's really frustrating as well, because us as fans, we can see the problem. We can see the problem. But the managers obviously can't. The Glazers can't. And that's what really frustrates me as well, because we know we're probably two solid CDMs, maybe another centre-back, and a forward attacking option, a really good attacking option from at least, making sure we can compete. Not maybe with City at the moment or Liverpool up there, but making sure, we're in a viable position that us as fans think is acceptable at the moment, considering it's Erik Ten Hag's first season. But yeah, he has a job on his hands if we're not going to get any more players. But to top it off, a bit of transfer news after that game, or this week to be fair. The players we have been linked with, Frenkie de Jong does not look like he'll be joining Manchester United. They've apparently admitted that they will no longer be signing him. He's off the books now. He doesn't want to come. But then again, why did we chase him for that long, 13 plus weeks, if he didn't want to come? So surely there's something in that which Erik Ten Hag thought he was going to make the jump to Manchester United, thought he wanted to come. But obviously, we won't know anything about that because we're not behind the scenes. We're not Frenkie de Jong. We're not Erik Ten Hag. So it is going to be difficult to find out what that situation was and why we were chasing him for so long. But yeah, it doesn't look like he will be joining. And our first player we were linked with, out of nowhere after the Brighton game, Marko Arnautovic, the former Chinese Super League player, the former Stoke player, and he plays right now for Bologna. There's teams out there. There's Liverpool getting Darwin Núñez. I know we're not getting him because Fabrizio Romano has confirmed it, but just for example, there's players like Darwin Núñez who went to Liverpool, highly rated, a lot of progress can be made with him, still quite young, and then you have Erling Haaland making the move to City. Erling Haaland. For Spurs, you have strikers Harry Kane and Son. Like, what else do we have to... Like, do we not get the memo? Marko Arnautovic. I found it really fun. I looked at that, I was like, surely this has got to be a fake account. I'm not looking at the right thing, am I? Marko Arnautovic. And then, hours later, or a day after, I'm not sure how quickly it was, we were linked with Adrien Rabiot. One of the worst midfielders I think I know that has played at that elite level. He's played for PSG. He's played for Juventus. And I don't know how he gets away with it. His mother, his agent, must be doing something right to allow him to get into these teams and, get a good wage and good money and actually start for these teams. It's incredible what's going on with Adrien Rabiot. But I saw a stat the other day they put on Sky. Adrien Rabiot has worse stats last season. I think it was last season. Or it might be overall than McTominay has. And we know how poor and bad McTominay is. So getting in Rabiot is not going to be a suitable replacement, and is not going to get the reception from Manchester United fans, which, he might wish he might get when he comes. But, yeah, we will link to him, and it does look close that he will make the move to Manchester United, but they're just sorting out the fee with his and what Rabiot would want with his mother at the moment. But there has been personal terms agreed with that. And we were also linked, which I think was funny as well, with Alvaro Morata. And this just screams panic. And how often do we see it? With Cavani last year, when we brought him in because we didn't have anyone else to bring in. It was a cheap option, and, he was there to bring in instantly. He came in, and this looks like a similar situation with these players. And I'll tell you what, Manchester United need to get some proper business going before the end of the season. We need another attacking option. We are very weak in depth with the attacking area, in the midfield area. Defensive area we're not, but we're just making the wrong decisions at the moment. So as I said, there's a lot of things still wrong at the moment, which we need to fix. But again, the game on Saturday, we have to bounce back. We have to get the win. We cannot afford to go back-to-back games against teams we should be getting results from, to losing both of them. And I think, again, we're away at Brentford as well. It's not going to be easy. Brentford got a good result last week as well. Coming back to draw of Leicester. That's not an easy place to go. We know that, certainly. And, they're going to be a very tough side, especially at home as well. We know how good they are, the atmosphere getting behind them. And, of course, with the Thomas Frank in charge as well, they're not a bad team. I've tipped them to go down this season. Might be a silly prediction now, considering what they're capable of last season. But, yeah, they're still going to be a danger this Saturday. But, again, I do reckon we'll get the win. Every time I say that, it's every time I do this in my previews. I think, against Brighton, I said, we'll get the win. I'm quite confident with that. Brighton have lost their two biggest players. Surely we can get the win, start well. But again, this has to be a win because I don't want to say it because there won't be pressure on Ten Hag if he loses this game. There'll be pressure on him to make the right decisions if come this Saturday we see the lineup and he's still got McCred in the middle alongside Maguire at the back. Then I think Manchester United fans will definitely have to question him with that because there are different decisions you can make. But again, I think Ronaldo has to come back into the squad in this game. He has to start because Rashford up front against Brighton was terrible again. He just doesn't have that connection anymore, that number 9 connection, which he did have previously. And I thought Sancho was very poor against Brighton. I mean, Bruno was all right, but he wasn't exceptional. And again, we're just cutting that edge going forward. Again, we're always getting into good positions. But again, it's our finishing which lets us down most of the time. But yeah, guys, I will put my team lineup on the screen now. So guys, what's going on? So here's my lineup going into the game for the game against Brentford on Saturday. So I have gone with David De Gea in there. Left-hand side, I have gone with Luke Shaw. Right-hand side, Diego Dallo. And I have gone, of course, with Varane to come into the squad ahead of Maguire, which are unlikely, but it's what I think will definitely help us going into the game, what I would go with. And, of course, alongside Martinez. And I have gone with this, of course, 4-3-3 formation. And I've gone with McTominay because I do not want McCred to play any longer in this side because it's just not working. It's never worked. They've never been good enough together. So, surely Erik Ten Hag changes it up this game on Saturday. So I have gone with McTominay. Ahead of him, I have gone with Bruno alongside Eriksen as well, which I think could work really well together. And, of course, left-hand side, Rashford. Right-hand side, Jadon Sancho. And then I've got Ronaldo to come back into the squad on Saturday. I'm not too sure how long Martial is out for. We'll know that when the press conference comes this Thursday or Friday. I think I'm not too too sure when it is. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think down below. So, guys, that's the lineup I would go with. As I said, it's a must that we cannot see the same lineup going into the game against that we saw against Brighton, against Brentford this Saturday. Varane has to come back into the squad, but Ronaldo must come back into the squad as well. I think that midfield needs to be switched up as well, as you saw with my lineup there, guys. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think of that, guys, or thought of my lineup, and also let me know what you guys would go with this Saturday as well. And of course, it is a 5:30 kickoff. So, you know, it's going to be a very, very interesting one in my eyes. It really is. And I cannot wait to see how the game develops. And I just want Manchester United to win this game. But as I said, it is going to get worse before it gets better. We saw some improvements, I will say that, against Brighton, in the way we played, how quick we were on the ball. We did see some improvements. But as I said, it was so similar. It was a similar lineup for an Ole Timor Ranjik side. It was a similar performance at times. And that's the worrying thing as well. Because Erik ten Hag now, he's stepping in for the big dogs. You know, he's stepping in to the Premier League. He's not playing Groningen. He's not playing the likes of Camber in the Eredivisie anymore. This is where it gets serious. And, you know, this will see, as I said, this will really tell a lot about Ten Hag this Saturday from the lineup in my eyes. Whether he's bold, whether he's going to make those changes which needs to be made. By the end of the day, we just must get the result whatever the side. But my score prediction, of course, for Brighton, Brentford, they still have Ivan Toney, they still have Mbeumo. I think they got rid of a few players. They brought a few players in as well. I'm not too sure they will start this game. I didn't see many of them start. I don't think so against Leicester, but I wasn't watching the game. I'm not too sure on that. But, of course, Ivan Toney scored again. He's always a threat, and I think he's actually going to do quite well this season. So he's one to watch out for. But, again, we've got to be getting the better of Brentford on Saturday. It'd be unacceptable if we don't. So, yeah, guys, I'm going to go Manchester United 2. Yeah, 2, Manchester United 2, Brentford 1. I do reckon we'll get the result. I do reckon we'll concede. Manchester United always concede. But again, surely we can't go 2 losses in a row. I know it's going to be a bad season. I'm prepared for that. I said, you know, there cannot be any pressure on Ten Hag because he's not been backed. He's not been given the right what's the word? The right tools to get this team going this season. So he is managing Manchester United with one arm tied behind his back. But yeah, I'm going 2-1 Manchester United. So I think Ronaldo will get on the score sheet. And I'm going to say Christian Eriksen as well. Why not? So yeah, guys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to smash a like. Make sure to subscribe down below. If you did enjoy the video, of course, guys, let me know down below. But anyway, guys, that's it. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.